The person you love is pleading with you. Please read this message before it disappears. I don't want to lose you. My beloved child. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love has been carrying a message that almost never reached you, and today those hidden words are standing at the edge of disappearing forever. They have replayed your memories in silence more times than you could imagine, wondering if one more chance still exists. Every sunrise has reminded them of something unfinished, and every quiet night has whispered your name back into their heart. They are not asking for perfection. They are asking for one final opportunity to be understood before this message fades away. What they are about to reveal is something they have never had the courage to say before, and once you hear it, you will understand why they refuse to let this feeling die. Don't skip, because every sentence is leading to a truth that changes everything. A quiet moment arrived when they finally admitted something that shocked even themselves. They realized that losing conversations with you hurt far more than losing anything else they ever held close. Pride became smaller than regret. Distance became heavier than silence. They kept imagining what they would say if they had only one last chance to speak directly to your heart. That imagined conversation slowly became this message. They are pleading because they now know that some people only appear once in a lifetime, and they believe you are that person. Stay till the end, because the next revelation explains why they could no longer keep pretending everything was fine. Before this message disappears into another missed moment, there is one truth they desperately want you to know. They never stopped hoping that your paths would cross again at exactly the right time. While everyone around them believed they had moved on, their heart quietly kept saving a place that belonged only to you. They are asking you not to remember their mistakes first, but to remember every genuine smile, every meaningful conversation, and every promise that still echoes inside both of you. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next chapter reveals the unexpected reason they finally decided they could not stay silent any longer. A restless feeling pushed them to make a decision they had been avoiding for far too long. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They looked back at every moment when they could have reached out but stayed silent, and suddenly they understood that silence was slowly becoming the one thing that could separate two hearts forever. That realization shook them so deeply that they promised themselves they would not let another day pass without trying one more time. This message is not ordinary, it carries emotions they have hidden from everyone else. They believe that if these words disappear without reaching you, a beautiful possibility may disappear with them. Then something happened that completely changed the way they saw your connection. A simple reminder of you appeared at the exact moment they thought they had finally accepted the distance. Instead of moving on, they found themselves smiling without even realizing it. In that instant they understood the truth they had been trying to ignore. No matter how many distractions entered their life, none of them could replace what they felt whenever your memory returned. They are pleading because they have finally accepted that some bonds refuse to fade, no matter how much time passes. Stay till the end, because the next truth is the one they have been protecting more than anything else. Now they are holding on to one final hope. That you will hear this message before it becomes another untold story. They want you to know that their heart never asked for grand promises. It simply wished for one honest chance to reconnect without fear, without pride, and without pretending that nothing ever mattered. The words waiting to be revealed next have the power to change the meaning of everything that came before. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next moment uncovers the reason they believe fate has brought this message to you today. A moment arrived when they finally stopped asking themselves, "What if it's too late?" and started asking, "What if I never try?" Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. That single question changed everything inside them. For the first time, they chose hope over hesitation. They realized that some connections are too meaningful to be left unfinished, and yours is one of them. Every memory that once made them emotional has now become the reason they refuse to give up. They are pleading because they believe this message has reached you at exactly the right moment, before another opportunity quietly slips away. Then an unexpected realization touched their heart with surprising clarity. They understood that it was never the distance that frightened them. It was the thought that you might believe they had stopped caring. Nothing could be further from the truth. Behind every quiet day was a heart wishing you happiness, wondering if you were smiling, and hoping life was treating you kindly. They never wanted their silence to become the final chapter. Instead, they wanted it to become the turning point before a new beginning. Don't skip, because the next revelation is the one they have never shared with anyone before, and it explains why they could no longer keep these feelings hidden. Now they want you to hear the words they have carried for so long. If they could stand before you today, they would simply say that meeting you changed something inside them that never returned to the way it was before. They are not asking you to erase the past. They are asking you to see the sincerity that still lives in their heart. They believe that some stories deserve one more page before the book is closed forever. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because what they are preparing to reveal next will make you understand why they believe your story together is far from over. A quiet truth finally became impossible for them to ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They realized they had spent so much time protecting their heart that they almost lost the one person who truly made it feel alive. Every excuse they once believed suddenly felt meaningless. Every delay became another reminder that some chances should never be postponed. That is why they are pleading with you now. Not because they expect everything to become perfect overnight, but because they believe one honest conversation can change the direction of an entire story. They refuse to let this message disappear without giving their feelings one final voice. Another unexpected moment made everything even clearer. They imagined what life would look like years from now if they never shared these words with you. That picture filled them with regret instead of peace. They understood that silence was never the answer. The greatest surprise was discovering that no matter how much time passed, your place in their heart remained exactly where it had always been. They stopped running from those emotions and chose to face them with courage. Don't skip, because the next truth is even more powerful than anything they have admitted so far, and it explains why they believe destiny has one more surprise waiting. Now there is only one hope left inside their heart, that you will feel the sincerity behind every word before this message fades away. They are asking you to remember the connection that once felt impossible to explain, because they still believe it was real from the very beginning. Every heartbeat has carried the same wish, that this would not become the ending, but the start of something even stronger. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next revelation uncovers the one promise they quietly made to themselves about you, and it may change the way you see this entire story. A single thought has refused to leave their heart, no matter how many days have passed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They keep asking themselves whether this message will finally reach the person they have been thinking about in silence. Every time they almost gave up, your memory appeared again, reminding them that some people are impossible to replace. They no longer want fear to decide their future. They want honesty to speak before another precious moment disappears forever. That is why these words carry more emotion than anything they have ever tried to express. Then came the realization that surprised even them. They discovered that every dream about a happier tomorrow somehow included you. It wasn't planned. It wasn't forced. It simply happened, again and again, until they could no longer pretend it meant nothing. They began to understand that true feelings do not become weaker just because time moves forward. Sometimes they become clearer. Sometimes they become impossible to ignore. Don't skip, because the next truth has been hidden deep inside their heart, and once you hear it, everything that seemed confusing will begin to make sense. Now they are standing between hope and uncertainty, holding on to one final belief, that this is not the end of your story together. They want you to know that if they could send only one feeling instead of 1,000 words, it would be this: you have always mattered more than they ever managed to say out loud. Every silent wish, every quiet smile, and every unforgettable memory has led them to this very moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next message reveals the unexpected reason they believe this connection was never meant to fade away. A new feeling has quietly taken over their heart, and they can no longer hide it. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They have stopped wondering whether you will understand them and started believing that honesty is worth every risk. Every day they waited made one thing clearer: the connection they feel has never faded. Instead, it has grown stronger through every unanswered question and every memory they could never erase. They are pleading because they believe some people are destined to hear the truth before it is too late to say it, and you are the only person they want to hear these words. An unexpected moment gave them the courage they had been searching for. They watched others settle for ordinary relationships while their heart kept comparing every connection to the peace they once felt whenever you were on their mind. That realization surprised them more than anything else. They finally accepted that what they have been searching for was never somewhere else. It was always connected to the memories they built with you. Don't skip, because the next revelation is the one they have protected the longest, and it may completely change the way you see everything that has happened until now. Now they are holding on to a quiet promise that only their heart knows. If life gives them another chance to stand beside you, they do not want fear or silence to steal another moment. They want every future memory to begin with honesty instead of hesitation. They believe this message reached you for a reason, not by accident. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next chapter reveals the one decision they have finally made about you, a decision they never thought they would have the courage to make. A decision has finally settled deep within their heart, and this time they are not turning back. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. For so long they waited for the perfect moment, believing tomorrow would somehow be easier than today. But tomorrow kept moving farther away, while their feelings remained exactly the same. They finally understood that some opportunities are too precious to leave in the hands of time. That is why this message feels different. It carries the weight of every unspoken word, every quiet hope, and every dream they refuse to let disappear. They are pleading because they believe your story still has an ending that has never been written. Then something unexpected happened that filled them with quiet confidence. They stopped remembering only the difficult moments and began remembering every reason they smiled because of you. Those memories became stronger than every doubt they had been carrying. They realized that what they missed most was not simply your presence, it was the feeling of being completely understood whenever you were together. That realization changed everything. It gave them the courage to believe that some connections deserve another chance, no matter how impossible they once seemed. Don't skip, because the next truth is the one they have guarded more carefully than any secret they have ever kept. Now they want you to know one final thing before this chapter closes. If they could place a single message into your hands, it would simply be this: they never wanted distance to become your final memory of them. They want your heart to remember the kindness, the laughter, and the hope that always existed between you. They believe this message has reached you at the exact moment it was meant to, because what is about to be revealed next is the greatest surprise of all, the reason they are finally ready to change everything rather than risk losing you forever. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A quiet promise has been growing inside their heart, and today it can no longer remain hidden. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They have reached the point where pretending no longer feels possible. Every path they imagined somehow led back to the same thought, you. They no longer see this as a coincidence. They see it as a reminder that some people enter your life for a reason that time cannot erase. That is why they are pleading with you. Before this message disappears, they want you to know that they have chosen hope over fear, honesty over silence, and possibility over regret. Then came the moment that completely changed their perspective. They asked themselves a simple question: if this were my final chance to speak from my heart, what would I say? The answer appeared instantly. They would tell you that your place in their story has never been replaced. They would tell you that every lesson, every memory, and every quiet moment somehow brought them closer to understanding how valuable your connection truly is. That realization surprised them because they had spent so much time trying to hide feelings that only became stronger. Don't skip, because the next revelation is the one they have been protecting since the very beginning. Now they are waiting with a heart full of quiet expectation, believing this message has reached you for a purpose. They hope you will see not just their words, but the sincerity behind every sentence. They believe that the most beautiful stories are often the ones that almost slipped away before finding their way back. This is why they refuse to stay silent any longer. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next chapter reveals the unforgettable truth they have never spoken aloud, a truth that could change the meaning of everything you have heard until now. One final realization changed everything inside them. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They finally understood that the greatest risk was never opening their heart, it was losing the chance to tell you how much you truly meant before this message disappeared forever. Every silent night, every unanswered thought, and every memory they carried led to this exact moment. They are no longer hiding behind uncertainty. Instead, they are choosing honesty, believing that even the smallest chance of reconnecting is worth more than a lifetime of wondering, what if? That is why these words feel so urgent, because they believe your story deserves one more unforgettable chapter. The truth they have protected for so long is finally ready to be revealed. They never searched for someone to replace you because every comparison reminded them of the connection they already had. What surprised them most was discovering that the feeling they tried to leave behind only became stronger with time. While the world believed they had moved on, their heart quietly kept returning to the same hope, that one day you would understand the depth of what remained unspoken. Don't skip, because what comes next is the biggest emotional turning point yet, and it explains why they refuse to let this message fade without reaching you. Now they are holding on to one final hope. They hope that before this message disappears, you will remember not the distance, not the silence, but the bond that refused to break. They believe some connections are too meaningful to end with unanswered feelings. Their heart has made its choice, and for the first time they are no longer afraid to admit it. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next chapter uncovers the powerful decision they have already made, a decision that could change the future of this entire story forever. The moment they stopped running from their feelings, everything became clear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They realized they had spent too much time hoping fate would speak for them when, in truth, only honesty could. Every memory they once tried to forget became the very reason they found the courage to hold on. They are no longer asking whether this connection was real. They already know the answer. The only question left is whether these heartfelt words will reach you before they disappear into silence forever. That hope has become stronger than every fear they once carried. A remarkable truth has been quietly waiting for this exact moment. They discovered that love is not measured by how loudly someone speaks but by how faithfully a heart remembers. Through changing days and countless distractions, one thing never changed: you remained the first thought that brought peace and the last thought before every new beginning. They finally understood that some people are written into your heart so deeply that time cannot erase their place. Don't skip, because the next revelation is the one they have dreamed of sharing, and it has the power to change the meaning of every message you have heard so far. Now they leave you with the words they have protected the longest. If this message is the bridge between two hearts, they want every sentence to remind you that hope is still alive. They believe that endings are not always final. Sometimes they are simply the beginning of a story that waited for the right moment to continue. They are no longer pleading out of fear, they are speaking from the deepest place in their heart, believing that genuine feelings are always worth expressing. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because what comes next is the unforgettable conclusion that reveals why they never stopped believing you would one day hear this message.